Let's talk about some of the things that I noticed in the Princess of Wales's health update video yesterday from a comms perspective. We saw some improvement from Kensington Palace, but boy, did they bungle this one part. Imagery, the setting, the filter. It's giving Fields of Gold by Sting, giving Taylor Swift's Evermore. It's a nice callback to the update we received a couple of months ago about Kate's health, where she is standing in the forest under a tree in a business casual outfit, including a blazer, which who amongst us hasn't? The wardrobe and everything, the kind of minimal jewelry makes complete sense, given that we're in this time where minimalism and, decluttering of all your stuff is very in again. Marie Kondo is thrilled. And also this dreamy, hazy kind of motherhood aesthetic is one of the ways royals reproduce middle class. Yes, I know they're not middle class, but Queen Victoria used to do these stage photos where she's inside with her children and showing her motherly side. So showing how relatable she was to other women of the time. And that's some of what this is. If you replace this video with Harry and Meghan, it would be excoriated by the media. And the hypocrisy there and the very little that has changed in how royals, especially women who marry into the royal family, are covered is a worthwhile conversation. Huge structural issues here. But I also think you could look at a video of someone saying that they're done with chemotherapy and they're with their children and be like, that seems great. At the very least, be neutral on it. There's a couple of things that they did that they clearly had learned some lessons on. She is wearing a stack of rings. They said this will not be another Mothering Sunday repeat. Because once you realize that the Mothering Sunday photo was just a Frankenstein-esque combination of photos, kind of like you couldn't have thrown the ring on. That is such a simple mistake to correct. But when, number one, you haven't actually taken a photo because you weren't planning on, and then you get reactionary because of the press that's starting to come out about where is Kate, what is going on, why is the British media acting like it's totally normal for Kensington Palace to just be like, we told you everything in that January PR statement, which was a terrible press release, which continues to haunt them. Anyway, she's got some rings on. She has her, I believe, Welsh wedding band. She has her eternity ring, and there's a few others on there. I know Amanda, matter of fact, knows. We're displaying this prominently. There's going to be no question about how the marriage is. To really enforce that, we are going to get a lot of PDA from Kate and Will.
We're so grateful for the support we've received and have drawn great strength from all those who are helping us at this time.
William is noticeably uncomfortable in these PDA moments. And to be clear, it's awkward filming stuff like this. But this has been part of something that we've seen from the British media over the past couple of months, and it is how happy William and Kate are. Because the vacuum left by a lack of information from Kensington Palace allowed for speculation about Rose Hanbury, which, for all the blame game that the media has done on the public for bringing this to light, it's actually the British media that brought it up again. Because they'll do articles every couple of months of like, who is Rose Hanbury, the Marchioness of Cholmondeley? And suddenly people are like, oh, they're hinting at something. They're sending us clues. No, they're not. You're giving them clicks. They're making money. That's what we're doing here. Here's where a big fumble was, and it's been a problem from the beginning. The language is never clear enough. Honestly, either they had an intern or someone new work on this, which we know the comms offices for these people are always in flux, or there were simply too many cooks in the kitchen. Because to end this with,
to all those who are continuing their own cancer journey, I remain with you, side by side, hand in hand.
Thank your doctors. Thank your nurses. We're gonna need a little more than that. Be extremely wise for Kate to start doing something related to the inequalities and lack of access that some people have to medical treatment for cancer, or the ability to just not work for a while and go through these kind of treatments, and those who don't. But this is where my brain explodes, because the whole idea of a monarchy is a hierarchical system that is, it's in contrast to equality. Also, the mental health initiative that they push and the British media posts, which is, it never stops being amusing to me. You could tie that in to an initiative for families to get therapy while they support someone that is going through cancer, or a foundation that really works with children who have a parent going through cancer. There are so many ways that you could do this. Wouldn't have ended with that line, though. I don't think she had to spell out her 8-point plan here, although I do think we should keep an eye on this. Instead of "I walk hand in hand with cancer patients," say something like, "Now come face to face with cancer And that is why one of my resolves, once I am better, once I'm in a healthier place, expectation setting, is to find ways to give back to those less fortunate than me. This wasn't hard, but it does show how their comms just still isn't there. Still hasn't learned the lessons of January and are still cleaning up and paying for the mistakes in that early January press release and then what happened next. More to come.